Have you ever had your dentist ask to borrow money mid-root canal? I was already nervous about the root canal, but Dr. Garrison had been my dentist for 5 years, so I trusted him. That trust evaporated when he paused mid-procedure, drill still in my mouth, and asked if I could spot him $5,000. I couldn't answer because my mouth was propped open with a dental dam, and I was numb from the nose down. I made what I hoped were confused noises. He took this as encouragement. "I know this is unconventional," he said, adjusting his surgical mask, "but my ex-wife's lawyer just called. If I don't pay by 5 p.m., they're freezing my accounts." He continued drilling while explaining his financial woes. His assistant, Brenda, tried to change the subject to my x-rays, but he waved her off. "Look at those beautiful crowns I did last year. Quality work. That's how you know I'm good for the money." I tried to speak, but only managed to drool on myself. The anesthetic was wearing off, and I could feel everything, but he was too distracted by his phone to notice. It kept buzzing with what he announced were urgent banker texts. "Your insurance pays me $3,000 for this procedure," he said, doing mental math while holding a sharp instrument dangerously close to my tongue. "If you could just Venmo me the $5,000 now, I'll credit your next 2 years of dental work. Think of the savings." Brenda finally intervened. "Doctor, the patient is in distress." He looked down at me like he'd forgotten I was there. My eyes were watering, partly from pain, partly from the absurdity. "Oh, right, more Novocaine." He numbed me again, then immediately returned to his pitch. "I've seen your investment portfolio. It came up when we ran your insurance. Very impressive. How did my dental insurance show my investment portfolio? That seemed illegal, but I couldn't exactly file a complaint with my mouth full of dental equipment." He started talking about interest rates and payment plans while drilling. "I could even throw in free whitening. Your teeth could be movie star white." The drill slipped. I yelped. He apologized, but then added, "That wouldn't have happened if I wasn't so stressed about money." This man was literally holding my teeth hostage. At one point, he actually stopped working to show me photos on his phone of his ex-wife's new Tesla. "She's driving that while I'm begging patients for loans," he said, accidentally spraying water in my eye with the dental tool. "Do you know what that feels like?" I wanted to say it probably felt better than having your dentist guilt trip you during oral surgery, but I just gurgled instead. Brenda kept trying to redirect him. "The root looks infected," she'd say, and he'd respond with, "Speaking of infected, my credit score is diseased thanks to Patricia." Patricia was apparently the ex-wife. I learned more about Patricia in that hour than I knew about my own relatives. She'd taken the house, the boat, and somehow his prized signed baseball collection. "Mickey Mantle," he cried, pausing mid-canal. "She doesn't even like baseball." A patient in the next room started screaming. Brenda excused herself to help, leaving me alone with my financially desperate dentist. He pulled out his phone calculator. "What if I make it 4,000? That's a 20% discount." I shook my head as much as one can with a drill in their mouth. He sighed dramatically and returned to working, but passive-aggressively. "I guess years of quality dental care mean nothing. I straightened your daughter's teeth for half price, but sure, leave me hanging." I didn't have a daughter. He was confusing me with another patient, but this seemed like the wrong time to correct him. Finally, after what felt like hours, he finished the root canal. As he removed the equipment from my mouth, he made one last attempt. "Cash? Check? Cryptocurrency? I'm flexible." "No," I managed to say through my swollen face. "I need a new dentist." His shoulders sagged. That's what Patricia said too. Brenda returned and handed me aftercare instructions while Dr. Garrison sat in the corner updating his LinkedIn profile on his phone. I could see he'd changed his status to seeking new opportunities. As I left, he called out, "If you change your mind, you have my number. The financial offer stands. Also, rinse with salt water." I found a new dentist the next day. She didn't ask for money once, though she did seem alarmed by the rushed root canal job. "Did someone do this during an earthquake?" she asked. "Something like that," I said. I still get texts from Dr. Garrison about investment opportunities and photos of his dental work portfolio. Last week, he sent me a Groupon he'd created for root canals with a payment plan option. The reviews are fascinating. Apparently, I'm not the only patient he tried to borrow from. Someone wrote, "Great dental work, but tried to sell me his car mid-cavity filling." Another said, "Asked to move in with me during my cleaning."